Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Gets high with a little help from his friends. Oh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends.
By the Greatful Sound stuff, I actually couldn't enjoy recording it, and here's why. We all wanted the Beatles song in. We straight up wanted I Got a Feeling in there. I didn't think anything else belonged in its place. And I knew that fans, even if we found a perfect song, fans would get on the internet and me and go, "The thing amazing, really, the end of Beck, I hate big ears, I would see we die." You know, I've been in fandom long enough to know those jackasses. So, I was just like, you know what? No, but those are the loud majority. I mean, that's what you hear on the internet. So, anyway, Mike McFarlane will tell you the day I went in to record that song is the most ill-behaved and immature he's ever seen me act in the studio. I straight up didn't want to record that song, even though the solution they came up with in the end was much cooler than the Beatles song. And I would say that to the Japanese themselves, because have you switched over the Japanese language track on the DVD? It's not the Beatles, is it? It's the song that they had originally recorded in case they couldn't do what they wanted to do. And the truth of the matter is, I don't think that the Beatles song was ever really theirs to use to begin with. And they had to have known that because this song was already recorded. There was this other song suddenly that we had our hands on. If you heard that song, it doesn't rock, does it? It doesn't even kind of rock. It's it like never takes off, and the whole point is, why would somebody 3 stages over come running to hear, like to hear Jewel, basically? So it had to rule. It had to totally blow out at the end. The lyrics, I hated the lyrics for the song they submitted. I actually sang those lyrics. The beginning of that song is the exact same song the Japanese submitted to us. And then it was, I think, Taliesin that figured out that 50 Cent Wisdom laid perfectly on top of that song. And what better band to sing a cover of than the band that these kids have been obsessed with the entire show? Like, to me, it made more sense than the Beatles. But the day I recorded it, I acted like a jackass. I did not want to record that song because I had to start off singing that I can't express this emotion thing. By the time we got to all of 50 Cent Wisdom stuff, then you could see I was kind of relaxing. And when I finally heard it at the end, I went out and almost had to apologize to Mike, because Mike's one of my really close friends, and I've been an ass to work with all day. Which goes against everything y'all heard me say in the last panel, that you're supposed to be easy to work with. To me, I thought this was going to hurt the integrity of the show, totally. More so than the name of the guitar, more so than anything else, this was the one thing that was kind of the nail in the coffin. And when it was done, I said, you know what, I think this is better than the original. And Mike's like, And I go, yeah, I really do like what we did. And it wasn't until I saw the final cut, until I saw it on DVD, when I heard the promoters say, "Way to go, kid, take somebody else's song and make it your own." And I'm like, wow, like we didn't have to change anything because we really were singing a cover song. Koyuki was really paying tribute to Dying Breed, which totally makes sense.
Yeah, it's full circle.
Yeah, totally. I love the way the show ended. And so I wish, because God knows I don't look like the guy that has a hot temper. I wish to God I would have just trusted my director and gone in and just blown that song out from the beginning. Instead, it took me a while to get that song the way it should have sounded. And that's kind of how good Mike is, because Mike got to work with a very obstinate, very hard to deal with actor that day. But I think between Taliesin and Chris Bevins and Mike, I think they salvaged that situation. There were several songs that we had to record that we had no references for, too. I know the song that everybody loves in the music videos that Chiba sings, what is it, For Her, or For Her? By Her. We had almost nothing to go on for that song, and it's just one of the funniest songs in the show. Like, that's my favorite of the music videos. Ridiculous. It's a redonkulous song. But I know Koyuki's Blues, we had a hysterical time recording that. I mean, a lot of those songs had to be recreated from scratch because we didn't have karaoke tracks for them. Some of them we did, but some of them we didn't. Pick somebody, Johnny.